How's it going, everybody? This is GoldenBolt, and welcome back for more Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. It's been a little while since I last recorded for you guys. Happy 2016, Happy New Year, everybody. Give a trial out there, team. It's been a little while since I played, but I'm happy to be back. So I just got back from a trip to Montreal, celebrating and ringing in the new year. So that was pretty fun and took away from a lot of the time that I would have had to record. But that's kind of where I've been. I'll probably talk about all my adventures of that happened during that in this episode. I'm also, I don't know if you're able to notice, but I'm recording with a new microphone. I'm using an AT2035 microphone now, condenser microphone, which is super exciting because the microphone I've always wanted to use or always wanted to have, and I got one for Christmas, which is really, really cool and very, very generous. So it's very cool to be using it and trying out a new setup for you guys. But yeah, Lapras liner passes, so now we can go to there. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, regular Reviver Seed. Well, I think, let's see what we can sell here, if we have anything at all to sell. I don't have anything crazy, doesn't look like it. Well, we can go ahead. Yeah, you know what? I think we're actually going to be fine. I don't think we need the Lapras liner passes. Let's go ahead and check our connection orb. It's been a little while since we played, so hopefully these adventures will be very, very fun. We've got another friend down here we can go ahead and help. Looks like. So let's. Oh, we got somebody out in the corner too, and we've got. Oh, Snowrun's gonna open us to a lot of people over here. Or Snowrun? Did I say Snowrun's up here? Vanillite, let's see your post, man. Vanillite's secret base on the Mist Continent. I guess that means we need to buy a pass? This expedition on the Mist Continent. Get a pass at Kegleon shot and go to the Mist Continent. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll go do Vanillite, so I guess we need to go... Hopefully we have enough money for a pass on the Lapras liner. Buy passes. We want a Lapras liner pass and a Mist pass. We just don't have that kind of money right now. Do I have money in storage? I probably have some money in storage. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I still don't have enough for a pass. Yikes, so it looks like we can't exactly do that mission right now, so I guess we need to do some other expeditions. Like go to Poliwrath River. We haven't done that in a while. Clan Lillipup, let's check out the locked door together. Go to Poliwrath River on the 9th floor, so we can go ahead and do that. Why not do that and get ourselves reacquainted with the game after having not played for a little while? But this is pretty exciting. I wish we could go to, the Mist Continent, but we died. I remember we died semi-recently, so it's been a little while. I don't want to take Victini with us. I do remember taking Victini before. We're gonna take our best friend, which is, where is he? Where's Sneasel? Where's Sneasel? There he is. We're gonna take Sneasel with us because why would we not? Because Sneasel is the best, and we're gonna go ahead and give. I know we only have a special attack looplet, but we'll go ahead and give that for Barnaby right now. But anyway, let's get going, shall we? To Poliwrath River and see what we can find here. I know we don't have a lot. The client Lillipup is with you. Well, good. Oh, my battery's running low. Well, hopefully we can get through. Like to exit the dungeon now? Nope. Hopefully we can get through this episode without having to go run up and get the battery. That would be ideal. But wow, man, you were just. Oh, good job, Sneasel. I forgot I gave Sneasel Icy Wind, but yeah, I would imagine the battery's not going to last, or would last us through this episode, hopefully. We're going to go and take that status mirror. That's pretty good. I'm sorry I'm in your way. But yeah, so I wanted to talk a little bit about my adventures out in Montreal because I'd never been up there before, and it was a lot of fun to visit. I went traveling with my girlfriend up there, and that was a good time. We had been planning it for a while, so it was cool to actually, like, go do that. Especially because I'd never been on a trip just like that before, especially we weren't there for a very short amount of time, but it was full of misadventures, I guess you could say, just lessons learned sort of things from traveling like that, which is totally cool because, you know, you gotta learn some of that stuff at some point. So what ended up happening with us was, well, we got there, we had to get there a day later because it snowed up there. We were gonna go up on earlier than we had planned. We were planning on going up there around a few days after Christmas, where we couldn't go because up in Canada they got a bunch of snow. You Canadians and your snow. It's pretty cool though because we didn't have any snow from where I'm from, so it was cool to actually like get to see snow around the holidays and things like that. So that was fun, and so we went up there. We ended up going up around December 30th, which was fun, and we got to check out the Biodome, which is on nearby Olympic Park. I got to see an Olympic Stadium, which is something I wanted to see an Olympic Stadium ever since I was a little kid because I always really, really loved watching the Olympics as a kid, and I still do now. Uh-oh, about to get paralyzed. Oh, you're dead, Joltik. But the Olympics are like a huge part. I just love to watch them, and I always have ever since I was super little. So it was cool to finally be able to do that and check it out. So we got to see the stadium, we got to go to the Biodome and see a bunch of little animals and stuff like that. But dude, driving in Montreal when they don't have the roads plowed is so difficult. Sure, we'll go ahead and heal it. It's real difficult, man. Like, it is very, very hard to drive in that city when they don't plow the roads out of, like, downtown, because I'm not an experienced city driver, mostly because I don't live anywhere near the city. In fact, I kind of live out in the middle of nowhere, so driving in the city was, at least now I'm very comfortable doing it afterwards, but it was very hard, and also parking is very difficult, too, because we couldn't really park anywhere that we had hoped to park, like what was promised to us, but that was okay because we ended up doing like an Airbnb sort of thing, which is essentially like people rent out their apartments and things like that, and you can stay in it for a few days. So we ended up doing something like that, and that worked out, but we just couldn't park like it said we could. But that was kind of like, you might not be able to, but we're like, whatever, it's cheap and affordable, so let's do it. So whatever, we did it, and we weren't able to park, but it's fine. We were gonna end up planning on driving everywhere, but we ended up doing like metros and that sort of thing. What did you pick up? I don't know what emerald you just picked up there, Barnes. But all in all, it was a lot of fun. We were able to. Oh, I should explain. I should talk about. There's one story from this that I absolutely love. I'm going to sleep. Gibbs is sleeping. So New Year's Eve, we decided, and we had bought tickets to go. Power Boost X. We decided that it would be cool and fun, and it was fun to go out to a nightclub and like bring in the new year at a nightclub, and that was really cool. And stop doing that, Lotad. Get over here. You're just gonna growl at me from far away. You're not very intimidating, man. I mean, I'm not very intimidated by your growling, gotta say. But we ended up going to a nightclub to ring in the new year, which was a lot of fun. But dude, it was so weird. So every once in a while, we would turn around, just like to, take a look at the place and see if there were more people showing up, because they said there was gonna be 1,000 people, and dude, there were not 1,000 people there. It was like, it had to be like almost 1,000, but it definitely wasn't 1,000. It definitely wasn't. They predicted so many more people there than were actually there. So we kept turning around, just kind of like look at the back. Gibbs is stuck. Gibbs is stuck. Gibbs is stuck. Yay, Gibbs no more stuck. We just kind of kept... Oh, this is nice, I guess. What kind of looplet is this? I don't need a looplet. I'm not supposed to buy a looplet. I'm saving up for a missed pass. But we ended up kept turning around and looking at, like, the back of the entrance, and every single time, there was... The weirdest thing in the world was, like, they kept changing... So, we turned around the first time, and all of a sudden, there's a hula hoop hanging from the ceiling, and we're like, that's weird. Like, that wasn't there a second ago when we walked in. And then later on, we see a girl, like, in a maid costume who's just, like, a dancer or whatever, dancing on the hula hoop. And we're like, oh, like, all right, we didn't see that. We didn't expect that at all. And so that just kind of started happening. And we're like, all right, we've got, like, she was in, like, a very, like, kind of, like, dancery costume. And it was like, all right, that wasn't on any of the information about that. But whatever, this is interesting. And then all of a sudden, so we turned around, like, dancing and hanging out, dancing to music and all that sort of stuff. And then we turn around again, and guess what? They add a trapeze to the bottom of the hula hoop. And so all of a sudden we're like, oh, is she also a trapeze artist? So like the girl starts like dancing with the trapeze and the hula hoop, which is like hella impressive, by the way. I was like, I don't know how anybody could do that. Like, that was nuts. To just, like, be like, oh, man, you've got to have some kind of, like, a ridiculous upper body strength to just, like, hang up there for so long and dance for such a long amount of time. But, so she was just, like, dancing. Don't die, Lillipup. Oh, Barnes, get him. No, don't hit Lillipup. I just said don't, like, literally 2 seconds ago. Okay. So, anyway... Here, you can have Intimidator. Anyway, so she starts dancing on the trapeze, which is, pretty like, how are you doing that sort of thing? So she starts doing that, and then all of a sudden we're like, okay, that was interesting. And then, warped to somewhere on this floor. He literally warped right over there. So do I have to like resurrect him? Lotad, you're being a douche. Has anybody told you you're being a douche lately? Because you are. Maybe I have to use a tiny reviver seed on him. But, so then, all of a sudden, we turn around, and this girl is freaking, like, using... Yes, it is. This girl has a bottle of champagne and is pouring it in people's drinks from the hula hoop. We're like, oh my god, like what? Dude, I don't even know. Like, it was so random and just so weird. And then we were hoping to take a bus and like the metro back to the apartment we were staying at, and the bus stopped running at like midnight, and it was already well past midnight, so we had to walk in the cold, and it's snowy up where you Canadians are from. It's snowy, and it's cold up there, man. And it was 19 degrees, and we had to walk, I think, 2 miles or something like that. It was a trip, man. Like, a very, very, very fun trip, though. Like, all in all, like, looking back, I was like, man, that was some of the most fun I think I've ever, just in general, had. Like, it's such a good, like, so many, like, great, like, memories from it, too. So, that's where I've been. And that's where I haven't had the chance to record or anything like that. Mostly because, like, I didn't have any way to bring my stuff up there. And I mostly just kind of wanted to take a little, like, break for a little while just to, you know, school was difficult this semester. And it was nice to just kind of, like, veg out and have a good time. Celebrating the new year. I don't need Barrage. I could have given that to Barnes, I guess. Barnaby, how do you just have a penchant for finding people who really just don't need to get killed. He's just like, there's someone over there. Ha ha ha. That's what you get, man. Status mirror. Don't That's right, Joltik. I'm stuck. Barnes, get him. Okay, good. Barnaby. Okay, good job. Barnaby. Is he? Oh, okay. He's actually coming, because Barnaby's smart. Well, Lillipup should not die, though. We would like to go on and head through Polyrath River. So far, the battery's holding up, man. If it starts to flash, then I'm gonna have to go get it. But I probably should have. Weird that I didn't even think to charge my 3DS or anything lately. But we gotta find this locked room, man. We gotta find this locked room. We gotta get a bunch of money. Clutch Performer, we don't need that because it's not gonna. Okay, let's say we're not gonna need anything clutch to happen. Heliolisk was all about trying to use Electrify on us. I love these like new weird electric type moves in like the later generations, like Electrify, and then you've got Eerie Impulse like that. Like, that's weird. We don't need to come back. I could eat them. Or I guess it's just using them. Whoa! Whoa, I didn't even realize what was happening. I was like, it's the end of the world! Nuclear apocalypse! Oh man, must have been playing too much Fallout 4. I've been playing a lot of that game. That game's a lot of fun, man. I didn't expect Fallout 4 to be as fun as it was, because I'm a huge Skyrim fan. It's one of my favorite games. But it is, man, because I was like, I don't know if I can handle like that sort of, because I've never played a Fallout game in the past. So I was pleasantly, and still am pleasantly surprised. Could you not? Okay. I still am very pleasantly surprised by how good and how fun of a game Fallout is. So I guess what we're doing in this now is just kind of like, I guess we're just kind of hanging out, like doing, can you not, because, can you, am I about to die? Am I about, oh, good. I totally thought that we were about to die from the next move there, and no, we wouldn't have anyway. Get out of here. Up, and Vine Whip dropped. Okay, you know what? As long as you don't hit Lillipup, I'm fine. He was like, nah, I'm gonna hit Gibbs. I'm gonna hit Gibbs till he dies. Of course you will. Of course you will. Where the locked door is. There's a lot of emerald on this floor. Cool. Yeah, thanks, game. Where are you even? That you're hitting me from the... I didn't even see you. Alright, we're gonna use that. Get him, Sneasel. Use Icy... Oh, he can't use Icy Wind. He's out of Icy Wind, isn't he? So he's just gonna sit there and take it. Which is something I would prefer him not to do. I prefer him to fight. But, you know, whatever. Lillipup does not care either. So we gotta go find this locked door for our friend Lillipup. And... Hello, Barboach! Yes, you're constantly getting barraged, dude. So we are gonna have to, like, scavenge this whole... Can I barrage again? I don't think I can. I don't think it works like that. But if it did, dude, that would be pretty crazy if you could, like, increase the chance barrages went off. Barrage and, like, Lullaby definitely have to be some of the most useful emerald that you can get. Especially if you're, like, in, like, a really, really hard dungeon or something like that. There you go. We brought you there. No, do I just go up here? Door's locked. Ask Lillipup to open it. Open it. Don Polo... What? Don Pokolin. Did you just say, like, magic words or something? Oh. Looks like my 3DS is blinking, so I'll be right back to go plug it in. See you guys in just a second. Okay, we're back, and the 3DS is charging. So let's go through here. Stairs lead to a new place. All right, we can go to a new area. I forgot that this happens when you get to check out a thing. The place beyond the dungeon is... It's the Headwater Hollow. That's pretty exciting. Found an unknown dungeon. Good job. So we've had that for a while, and we just didn't get anything. So cool. We actually did your request there. Couldn't be happier. And we got ourselves Lillipup, which is cool. And maybe somebody else. I don't really know, but probably just Lillipup. Yep, just Lillipup, but that's okay. I'm probably not going to take you, Lillipup. Mostly because you're adorable, and I don't want you to get hurt. But looks like he's spreading outward from Emolga. I forgot that we did Emolga and Dunsparce a while ago, too. But yeah, oh, society points went up by 90. That's a good amount of society points, man. If I'm calculating that right. No more expeditions today. Good job. That was a pretty successful day. Unlocked a new dungeon. Got reacquainted with the game a little bit and told you about what Hey, everybody, before you start eating, listen up. Yay, more story points. I feel like we haven't done that in a while. I was just talking with the chief. I know this is kind of sudden. The time has come for our big outing. Yes, I love when we get to do things like this in Mystery Dungeon. Oh, an outing, huh? When? We'll be departing 2 days from now. I hope you'll all be looking forward to it. I definitely am. Oh, this is awesome. Yay. Did you hear that, Gibbs? An outing. I can't wait. I heard it with my ears. Well then, very well then, everyone. Are we about to eat? Let's eat! Anime pose again. Munch, munch, gobble, gobble, gobble. Yes, man, sweet big outing. That's awesome. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and return to the main menu because this has been nice to get ourselves reacquainted with the game. I can't believe the 3DS was about to die like right before we ended the episode off, but I didn't want to risk it or anything like that. But yeah, guys, good to be back. Sorry, it's been a little while since I have been back. Delete save. Why would you want to change names? You can change everyone's names? I didn't even know you could do that. We have to check out Pelipper Island at some point, too, because I want to know what that is. But anyway, guys, it's been great to come back and record. We're back to regular uploads and that sort of thing. Thanks for being patient and waiting for so long. I know it's been a little while, and I appreciate it. And here's to 2016. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. From me to you, have a very nice day, and I will see you guys next time.